Hi everybody, my name is Ellen Dunn. I am the Public Information Coordinator at the South Carolina State Library. Around the building, I'm better known as Katie's mom. Katie is our therapy dog, and right now we're spending a lot more time at home, which I'm sure you are as well. So we got to talking with some of our staff and we thought it might be a great idea to focus on our SC Read, Eat, Grow program. You know, we kicked it off a little while ago and we had so much fun meeting so many people and having our executive chefs out there and authors, and it was a great time. So we said, let's continue that momentum and focus on some of our great healthy recipes that we can make at home and use our beautiful ingredients that come from our great state, and also use our government documents. That's why I have my laptop out, because we have government documents that have recipe ideas, and those are available to you online. So we'll make sure that this recipe for Mediterranean quinoa salad, super easy, is available to you. This one came from DHEC and the Farmers Nutrition Program. So let's go ahead and get started. I have all my ingredients out in front of me just to make things easier, but we're gonna go through things real quick. It starts just like any great dressing with fresh lemon juice. And a little trick that I love to do at home, because I use lemons all the time, is I juice a bunch of lemons at once. So once I have the 3 tablespoons of lemon juice in there, then I'm gonna move on and go into a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. We'll do a little bit of oregano. This recipe calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of the dried. If you're going to use fresh, you generally don't want to use as much because it's very strong, but you may like oregano and that's great, go for it. Garlic is always fun when you add fresh garlic because you get to chop it up, and this one has you make it into a paste. So a long time ago I learned that the best way to do that is you take your clove and you put it flat on your cutting board, and you use the flat edge of your knife and you just give it a whack. And then that takes the skin off and you're able to chop it up and make a nice paste for yourself. My treat when I make a dressing is really, really good olive oil. Now sometimes I go extra economical and use just my regular store-bought, but a lot of times when people want to get me a gift, they know to give me the infused olive oils because they just taste so good and I just love them. So this one is a Tuscan herb. We are blessed in the great state of South Carolina to have so many olive oil and vinegar stores throughout our great state, so you can find it probably where you live. But I just take that 1/4 teaspoon, or 1/4 cup rather, put it in there, and then you just gently whisk all of this together. And that will be your dressing, and you're gonna set it aside and just kind of let it marinate while you work on the next step. So I have here a cup of quinoa, and it's always good to rinse your quinoa. So you put it in a strainer and you just run some nice cold water over it and just get it nice and rinsed. And then once I have it well rinsed, I'm gonna transfer it to a pot. So you simply take that quinoa and take it over and put it in your pot with your nice freshly washed hands. And you just get it in there to the best of your ability. And then I have set aside, that I already measured out, 2 cups of water, which is what we're going to use to cook this quinoa. So we add the 2 cups of water and then we head over to the stove. So I'm here at my stove. I'm gonna start this on a high heat and bring it to a boil. And once it gets to that boil, then I'll lower it down with the temperature and cover it and simmer it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So once everything is nice and mixed together, you just put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. So once it's been in the refrigerator for a little while and you're ready for dinner, go ahead and take it out. And while you're in the fridge, also grab some feta cheese.